Hello and welcome again. Today we're going to be showing you Sansha's Acquisition. Sansha's Acquisition is a level 5 mission against, you guessed it, Sansha. You don't have to worry about ruining your standings unless you decide you want to go out to Stain and run missions. I'm going to be using 3 Ravens for this mission today. 2 should be plenty. 1 is probably not enough DPS for this mission. The reason why is that once you arrive in this mission, very much like Worm's Bane and Worm's Slayer, you're going to see a timed set of spawns happen. The first spawns are going to happen relatively quickly and progress further and further until eventually there are cruise missile batteries and stasis webs and neutralizers and tackle frigs and all sorts of lovely fun things for you to fuck off with. Alright, so we're going to be arriving with 3 Ravens, in this case at 0 on the mission. Occasionally warping into this mission at range will put you squarely on that tower and you might bump around in the geometry and then it's just annoying and don't even want to bother. In this case, I'm going to evaluate which angle I warped in the mission. I don't want to be aligning back to the space, so I'm going to just MJD away right now from 0. This is good for a few reasons. If someone were to even scan down this mission, they're going to find me 100 kilometers away now. So that's going to make my life a little bit easier, and it's also going to cut the DPS pretty significantly. Most of these things can't hit at this range, but cruise missiles can. We're going to keep a watch on D-scan since there are some people in local today, and we're going to align back to the station once we're out here. There we go, we're starting to align. Cool. This is pretty much it. We're just going to pound that station to pieces, hammer it with as much DPS as possible, and it should go down pretty quickly, about 2.5 minutes for Ravens. You can do this one with carriers, obviously. This one is actually a beautiful mission for carriers. You take a bunch of DPS and just blast it to pieces. I have heard of some super carriers one-shotting structures like these. It really doesn't take much to kill them. So we're just going to continue to fire. I believe at about 15 rounds in the chamber of my cruise missiles is where the mission completes. That's pretty much it for most of the large structures. I'm sure you can do the math backwards to figure out exactly how many hit points these things have as a result, but I can't be arsed. Cool, that's pretty much it. There are no specific triggers in these missions as far as I remember. There may be some, however they're deep in the time spawns. Essentially, you're going to just be waiting till those time spawns come along. We should be seeing them in just about a few seconds from here. There you go. There are going to be more and more of those things spawning as the mission progresses. There's a few battleships at the start, and this eventually spawns out of control into a clusterfuck. This is important to note in case you get scanned down in your mission or you see Sisters combat probes on scan. You want to get the hell away. So you don't get caught, but the other risk that you take is that the mission might fully spawn. And when the mission fully spawns, you're in a worse situation for it. It's going to take a little bit more finesse to finish a fully spawned anything. Worm's Bane, Worm's Slayer, and Sansha's Acquisition get scary when they're fully spawned. Carrier can probably ignore the DPS, or Ravens, not so much. Cool. That's it. Mission's complete. Structure blows up, pretty animation, and we warp back to the station. Dock up and complete the mission. Good job. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and there are still more of these to come. Bye-bye.